Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be reacting to fake money. Fake prop money that is good.
This is $286,000 in replica money or prop money, money that they use in film and TV, music videos, photography. YouTubers use it all the time. Actually, Mr. Beast recently got busted for using prop money, giving it to people, but he had a really good reason. He replaced that with a check because he didn't want people walking outside through a crowd of people.
Okay, I'm just gonna say, I didn't know Mr. Beast used prop money in his videos.
With big stacks of cash. Super smart. He was doing it for the right reason. But you internet sleuths caught on to it because he didn't use this prop money. And today we're going to tell you why he should have used this and he would have not got caught, because this prop money is the best prop money that I could find. And we're going to go over a few different things about this prop money today.
So if I go to a store with that money, how fast will the cashier catch on to knowing it's fake? Well, I guess I'll have to see.
So when it comes to prop money or replica money, there's lots of different options out there, but they're not all the same. Now, one of the biggest complaints I had when I used prop money to film client work or music videos is that it says for motion picture use only, real big on it. It just doesn't look real. That's why this money from strobeprops.com is probably your best choice. And they have about every bill you can imagine. They have new hundreds, old hundreds, 50s, 20s, 10s, 5s, 1s, whatever you need, or you can buy an assortment. We're going to go over what makes this money special today. All right, I did run by the bank and pull out some real money, and we're going to compare it to this strobeprops.com.
I can't wait for them to compare the real money to the fake money and see what differences there are.
Replica money and show you why I think this is the best prop money that you can buy right now. And by the way, don't try any funny business because this is not real money. This is real money. You can spend this. If you spend this, you're going to prison. In no way, form, or fashion is this intended to be used as currency. This is for movie purposes only, or for pranks or gags. Don't spend it. You've been warned. So some of the things we're going to look at today is the size of these bills, the color of these bills, the paper they use, the accuracy of what's on the bills, and it's just overall quality. All right, real quick before we get started, we're going to play a little game. I'm going to hold up two bills for a second. You guys tell me in the comments below which one you think is the replica bill. Which one is the fake bill? Number 1 or number 2?
Okay, so let's see what some of the comments said. Unbelievable. Looks so real. Awesome replica. Thank you for the great content. Late to comment, but number 2 is genuine. The part of the beginning where you made out to distinguish the text that says for motion picture use only is the same part of the bill I could tell which was real or fake. And yeah, now let's see what else.
All right, put in the comments below, number 1 or number 2, which is the fake bill? And I'm going to put the answer about a week after I post the video and see if you guys...
Hold up, didn't he just say what was the real money and which hand? I'm pretty sure the real money was in his right hand and the prop money was on his left. Well, of my screen view, so.
You're right. All right, one of the first things we're going to do is check the size of these bills and see how they compare to real currency. One of the tricks that people use when they create replica currency is they just change the size of the bills kind of drastically, makes them not feel real or look real on camera. So that's one of the criteria I look for in prop money, is making sure they're really good size. So you'll notice that these bills are slightly larger than real money, but it's so close that even right next to each other, you can barely tell the difference. The margins do look slightly larger on the prop money, but overall the bill size is extremely close. I mean, these bills are off by practically nothing. They're just a tiny bit bigger. You would never be able to tell unless you put them right next to each other and try to compare them. Even then, it's difficult. So these bills pass the size test. Moving on to color. Now, starting with the $1 bill, I noticed that the replica is slightly more green than the real one, but this could be due to just wear. Real money changes color over time just due to people holding it. It's actually pretty nasty now that I start thinking about it, especially with all this corona going around. Now, the real
Better be careful about your money.
$5 does have some purple color in it that the prop money doesn't really have. Most people aren't going to notice this unless you have the real money side by side with the prop money, but on screen it should look great. Most people think all money's green anyways, but you'll notice money's all different colors. It looks more like Monopoly money than anything. That's the real money, by the way, and you'll notice they do have different colors in the prop.
Have you guys ever started, whenever you played Monopoly, just flexed?
Money. So they are making an effort, but there is a little more purple in the $5 bill. Now the 10s are almost creepy how close they are in color. They nailed this one at strobeprops.com. That's why I use this one for the little contest. Don't forget to put your answer below on which one you think was the real one. I'm curious to see how well you guys do. Now the 20s also have a little bit more green on them than the real 20 that I have, but like I said, that could be due to wear, but the prop money is just slightly more green than a real 20, but it still overall looks great. Now I didn't know this, but $50 bills have like purple on them. The prop money doesn't really have any purple. It's got like barely a tint of purple, but these are really purple. A real 50 has purple on the outside edges that the prop money really kind of failed to replicate, but on camera you're not going to tell the difference. So the color on the 50 is acceptable, but it's not as good as the 10. Now I don't have an old 100 to compare these old hundreds to, but I do have the new hundreds. So here's the real $100 bill, and here is the replica $100 bill. This one is like blue all over. It really has a bluish tint to it. This one has a little bit of a blue tint, but it still has a lot of that green, especially on the back. So the color is a little off on the hundreds, but it still looks great. They put a great effort into matching the colors on these bills. It's super hard, and I don't know how legal it is to get them perfect, but I think it's acceptable. The color on every single denomination of these bills is going to look great in your movie, your video, your YouTube video, your commercial, your music video, whatever you're filming. So now we're going to go into a little bit of a deep dive, get the macro lens on the camera, and see the subtle differences between this money and real money. We're going to start with the $1 bill. Now, unlike the other bills that say for motion picture use only in really big words, the only difference on all of these bills is it has the word replica in black print very small, sometimes on the front and back, sometimes only on the front. Now, on the $1 bills, it doesn't say George Washington under his portrait. There's a different signature over here, and it also says not a real secretary. But this is so small, you would seriously need a magnifying glass to see it. And it says Treasury of the States United instead of Treasury of the United States. Very subtle changes. Now the real $1 bill says Bank of Atlanta, Georgia. And the replica says Rank of New Torque. Rank of New Torque. That's what it says.
I thought I was going to say Rank of New York.
And instead of saying this note is legal tender, it says it's not legal tender and to be used for motion picture use only. But it only says that in very small print. It also says for motion picture use in the green seal. And the back is almost identical to a real dollar, but it does have the word replica printed on it. This bill is clearly marked that it's prop money or replica money, but it's done in a way that you would have to be right up on it very close to even notice that this is not real money. And that is what you want in prop money, my friends. Now, because it would take forever to go over the differences in each denomination of these bills, most of the changes are the same. Like, it's going to say replica on it. There's going to be a different signature. I'm just going to go over the major things that are different about the remainder of the bills for the purpose of saving you time in this video. Now, the $5 bill has many of the same differences, but one thing I noticed was the seal says, "We are united," instead of United States Federal Reserve System. And instead of Lincoln, it says, "This is a replica" under the portrait.
Okay. That's just crazy.
The back of the 5 only has a tiny marking that says this is a replica. It's almost too small to see. It doesn't even have the black print replica like most of the bills do on the back. Now, like all the bills, the 10 does have the black text that says replica, and it doesn't have Hamilton's name on it. It uses the same seal as the $5 bill, but the major difference with the 10 is the font used for the United States of America is completely different.
Well, I'm gonna end the video right there. You guys comment below what you think about replica money. Bye bye.